Hefei. Hefei, the city district to the provinces of Anhui of the People's Republic of China, the place of stay of the authorities of the province of Anhui. After formation of the centralized state, the first in the history of China, the Empire of Qin, in these parts in 221 the authorities of the district of Zhejiang were placed bb. When did revolts begin? Mines the Empire of Qin, in 206 BB Xiangbai formed in these parts the Principality of Zhejiang. And 4 years later renamed them into Huananskoi the Principality. At the time of the Empire Han Huananskoi the Principality in 174 BB was transformed to the district Huainan. However, in 6 years the district Huainan became the Huanansky Principality again. In 122 BB Huananskoi the Principality became again the district of Zhejiang, as a part of which the county Hefei was formed. So for the first time the name Hefei appeared. In the 25th year the county Hefei was transformed to Destiny Hefei. However, in 200 the destiny became the county again. At the time of the Empire of Jin, when China broke up into the southern and northern parts, these places became a zone of bloody battles, and administrative structures were destroyed here. At the time of the southern state of Sun, the territory of the ancient county Hefei was a part of the counties Huin. And at the time of the state of Liang in 506 the authorities of the districts Huin were placed here. In 547 the Hezhou area was created. Which authorities were also placed in these parts. After formation of the Empire of Shui, the counties Huin in 581 was renamed into the county Hefei, and the Hezhou area into Lushu. Then the Lushu area was renamed into the district of Lujiang. After formation of the Empire of Tan, the district of Lujiang in 620 became the Lushu area again. In 742 the Lushu area became the district of Lujiang again. In 758 the district of Lujiang became the Lushu area again. After the Mongolian gain, the Lushu area in 1277 was lifted in the status to the region of Lushu. When excited, a rebellion, Zhu Yuanzong minding Mongols occupied the administrative center of Lushu, entered the scheme of management, and Luzhskya's authorities of justice were placed here. Provinces of Zhangguo. After formation of the Empire Ming, Luzhskaya the justice was subordinated directly to the imperial authorities in Nanjing, having been a part of the southern directly operated area. Nanshaili. After Manchurian gained the province, the southern directly operated area in 1645 was deprived of the special status and transformed to the ordinary province, which received the name Jiangnan. In 1664 the province of Jiangnan was divided into the provinces of Jiangsu and Anhui, and Luzhskaya justice was a part of the province of Anhui.
At the time very bold of Taiping, the administrative center of Hefei, justice served as the place of temporary stay of the governor of the province of Anhui in 1853-1861.
After the Qing Revolution in China, reform of structure of administrative division was undertaken, and in 1912 justices were abolished. The county Hefei began to submit directly to the government of the province of Anhui. During World War II, almost all province of Anhui was occupied by the Japanese troops. After capitulation of Japan from the county Hefei in 1945, the city of Hefei was allocated. In 1946, the Kuomintang authorities transferred the authorities of the province to Hefei. During Civil War, Hefei passed under control of Communists on January 21, 1949. In February 1949, the city was divided into areas No. 1 No. 2 and No. 3, and the county Hefei disbanded. Instead of them, the counties of Feidong and Feici were created. In 1950, the city was expanded in east direction, where the area near the station was created. In 1951, areas No. 1 and No. 2 were united in east urban area. And area No. 3 was renamed into the western urban area. Also in January, 2 suburbs which in November of the same year were united in the uniform city suburb were created. In 1952, the province of Anhui, which authorities were placed in Hefei, was formed. The same year, the city suburb was divided into east suburb and western suburb. In 1955, east and western suburbs were united in the city suburb again. In 1960, east urban area was renamed into the southern urban area. The area near the station, to east urban area, and the city suburb, at first to the region of Shushan, and then to the northern urban area. In 1963, the southern urban area was renamed into the central urban area. And the northern urban area to the suburb. In 1965, the county of Changfeng was created, having become the first county under jurisdiction of the authorities of Hefei. In 1983, under jurisdiction of the authorities of Hefei, passed the counties of Feidong and Feici. In 2002, the western urban area was renamed into the region of Shushan, east urban area to the area Yaokei, the central urban area to the region of Luan, and the suburb to the area Bak.
In 2011, the city district of Chakyu was disbanded, and under jurisdiction of the authorities of Hefei passed the city county of Chakyu and the county of Lujiang.
In the city district Hefei there is a Lake Chakyu, one of 5 largest freshwater lakes of China. On the lake there are several islands, the largest of which, Lashan. In the central part of Hefei several parks are located, the largest of them are Zhewa Islands, Xinyu, Wanqing and the Hefei Ski Park of the Wild Nature. In the city monsoonal climate with cool dry winter and in the hot damp summer. The overwhelming number of residents of the city district Hefei is made by Han. There are small communities of Muslims, Hui and Manchurians. Most of citizens speak on the lower Yangtze Tangerine. It is also known as Tequaski Tangerine. Besides, languages and dialects Hui, Gan and Tangerine of Central Valley are widespread in different degree. It is also known as Shunjiansky Tangerine. The considerable share of the population is made by labor migrants of other districts of Anhui and the neighboring provinces of Henan, Hubei and Jiangxi.
Hefei is included into the three of the cities of China having the greatest appeal to foreign experts, conceding only to Shanghai and Beijing. In Hefei, the following types of the industry are developed: mechanical engineering, including production of the industrial equipment; electronics, metallurgy, chemical industry, textile industry, clothing industry, production of construction materials, foodstuff and cigarettes. In 2004, DDD of Hefei was 58.97 billion yuans, and in 2016 grew to 627.43 billion yuans, about $91.12 billion US. In the territory of the city district, 3 parks of economic and scientific and technical development are located. In the neighborhood of the city there is developed agriculture. In Hefei are based the producer automobile and trucks, SUVs, pickups and jack motors buses, the producer of Anhui and Kai automobile buses, the producer of loaders and the Anhui heli tractors, producers of Chang's in memory technologies, Sino-King technology and Next Chip semiconductors, producers of Hefei mailing and Royal Star household appliances. Hefei Rangshide Group, the producer of the power equipment Sungrow Power Supply, the producer of the lenses Venus Optics, the companies in the sphere of information origin quantum computing technology and Veriflight Athletic Technologies, network of Hefei Department Store Group Department Stores, the construction contractor of Hefei Construction Engineering Group. Also in the city automobile plants Jack Volkswagen and NIO, the plant of the construction equipment of the Hitachi Construction Machinery Company, the plant of automobile Goshen High-Tech Batteries, the plant of Hefei Huling Refrigerators. Media. The plant of supersonic engines of Institute of Mechanics at Academy of Sciences of the People's Republic of China, CS and Hui Hongsifang Petrochemical Plant. Continental AD Tire Plant and the Research Center in the field of electric vehicles of the Volkswagen Company are located. In Hefei, a lot of office, trade and residential real estate is under construction. In the city there were 2 new business centers, around the Swan Lake near Shushan and in the area to Binhu New area near the Lake Chakyu. The largest operators of the real estate are China Resources Land, Greenland Holdings, China Bank and Wanda Group. The highest buildings of the city are China Resources Center, 280 m. Binhu Times Square, 242 m. Greenland Center, 240 m. And Hui International Trade Center, 239 m. And Hui Broadcasting and TV Center, 226 m. Landscape Brilliant Center, 220 m. In Hefei, the large contractor of construction of power objects of Anhui No. 1 of electric power construction. Division of China Energy Engineering Group Corporation is based. Tourism.
In Hefei, prestigious hotels of World Networks Intercontinental, Crown Plaza, Holiday Inn, The Westin, Sheraton, Four Points, Hilton, Langham, Shangri-La, Grand Hyatt, Park Hyatt, Pullman are located. Retail trade. The main shopping area is located on crossing of streets Issue Avenue and Huaihee Road. In the city, large network hypermarkets, supermarkets and department stores, including Carrefour and Parkson, are presented. As of 2020 in Hefei, 279 food markets worked. Zoning. In the city district Hefei there are several zones of development and industrial parks. Hefei Economic and Technological Development Zone. Hefei National High-Tech Industry Development Zone. Shushan. Longgang Development Zone. Shuangfeng Development Zone. Shangfeng. Taoyu Industrial Park. Yahai Industrial Park. In rural areas of Hefei grow up rice, wheat and vegetables, breed pigs and poultry, produce honey. The area back is famous for the floriculture. Transport. Through the territory of the city district there pass high-speed highways of G. Beijing, Fuzhou. G21. Dezhou, Shanghai. G. Shanghai, Xi'an. G. Shanghai, Chengdu. G12. Hefei, Anqing. G11. Wuhu, Hefei. S. Bengbu, Hefei. S. Tuchanj, Hefei. And also national highways of Kodai 206. Yantai, Shantou. Kodai 312. Shanghai, Kulza. Kodai 346. Shanghai, Ankang. In Hefei there is an extensive bus network. Long-distance flights are served by the Western Bus Station. The southern station of Hefei, located around back, serves trains of high-speed lines. High-speed railroad Shanghai, Wuhan, Chengdu. High-speed railroad Hefei, Wuhan. High-speed railroad Hefei, Nanjing. High-speed railroad Hefei, Bengbu. High-speed railroad Hefei, Fuzhou. High-speed railroad Hefei, Zhujiang. High-speed railroad Shanxiu, Hanghu. The Hefei railway station, located around Yaokei, serves trains of the Hefei, Nanjing, Hefei lines, Zhujiang and Hefei, Bengbu. Near the station the large locomotive depot is located. The northern station specializes in logistics and freight transportation to Europe. Hefei is connected by railway container routes with logistic knots in Kazakhstan, Uzbekistan, Russia, Poland, Germany, the Netherlands, France and Finland. In the city the Hefei subway, which is officially put into operation on December 26, 2016 works. As of 2021 4 lines functioned and 1 more was in a construction stage. Hefei services the international airport Hefei in Kio, located near Shushan. In 2018 through the airport there passed more than 11 million passengers and about 70,000 tons of freights. Passenger navigation is developed on the Lake Chaikyu, from which on canals it is possible to get to Yangtze near the city of Wuhu. Science and education. In the city district there are 30 universities and higher education institutions, over 50 technical training colleges, 190 research institutes and the organizations, including 7 national laboratories. The second place in China after Beijing. And also ancient upper schools, Lu and Huanmi. Hefei is the most important scientific center of China in the field of physical researches. Chinese Scientific and Technological University. National Laboratory of Synchrotron Radiation. National Laboratory of Physical Sciences in Microscale. National Engineering Laboratory of the Speech and Processing of Language Information. National Center of Supercomputers. National Geophysical Observatory. State Laboratory of Electronics and Detection of Particles. State Laboratory of Fire Sciences. Laboratory of Multimedia Calculations and Communications. School of Mathematical Sciences. School of Physical Sciences. School of Nuclear Sciences and Technologies. School of Chemical Sciences and Material Science. School of Biological Sciences. School of Engineering Sciences. School of Information Sciences and Technologies. School of Computer Sciences and Technologies. School of Program Engineering. School of Sciences about the Earth and Space. School of Management. School of Humanitarian and Social Sciences. Hefei Office of the Chinese Academy of Sciences. Hefei Institute of Physical Sciences. Institute of Physics of a Solid Body. Institute of Physics of Plasma. Institute of Intelligent Machines. And Hui Institute of Optics and Exact Mechanics. Center of Physical Medicine and Technologies. Laboratory of High Magnetic Field. Institute of Safety Technologies of Nuclear Power. Institute of Technical Biology and Agricultural Engineering. Chinese-Russian Joint Research Center of Optics of the Atmosphere. Hefei Technological University. School of Electronics and Applied Physics. School of Microelectronics. School of Mathematics. School of the Software. School of Computer Sciences and Information Technologies. School of Mechanics and Automatic Equipment. School of Electrical Equipment and Automatic Equipment. School of Biotechnologies and Food Industry. School of Chemistry. School of Architecture and Arts. School of Civil Engineering. School of Foreign Languages. School of Economy. Hefei University. And Hui University. And Hui Agricultural University. And Hui Medical University. And Hui University of the Chinese Medicine. And Hui University Jinshu. Hefei Pedagogical University. Campus of Beihang University. Campus of the National University of Defensive Technologies. Campus of Peking. University of Foreign Affairs. Postgraduate study of the Tinsinsky University. Postgraduate study of Peking University. Research Institute of Public Safety of National Tsinghua University. The Institute of Physics of Plasma incorporates the experimental superconducting Tokamak East. The Hefei 105th Hospital of Nob conducts researches in the sphere of genetic engineering and editing human genome. Sites.
Around about the beautiful Park Beigong in the territory of whom the tomb of the high esteemed Judge Bao Zeng and his memorial temple built in 1066 and also various pavilions, pagodas, gate and grottos in traditional style are located was stretched.
The Ulu and the former residence Li Hunshan are constructed at the end of the 19th century and completely restored in the 1990s is located. Also in Luan there is a Minzhou temple complex also known as Iron Buddha's Temple. It is based at the beginning of the 6th century, however because of wars and natural disasters the temple was repeatedly reconstructed. The last time of Minzhou was restored in 2015. In the county Hefei the ancient town of Shanhe in which ancient walls, towers and quarters with narrow streets remained is located. Culture. Anhui Geological Museum. Historical Museum of the Province of Anhui. Anhui Museum of Paleontology. Anhui Geological Museum. Anhui Museum of the Famous Fellow Countrymen. Hefei Museum of Science and Technologies. Hefei Museum of Delicacies. Hefei Bolshoi Theater. Zhonghua Theater. Library of the Province of Anhui. Library of the Anhui University. Library of Hefei Teacher Training College. Children's Library of Hefei. Health care. National hospitals are available in all districts and the counties of Hefei. The important center of health care is Hospital No. 2 at the Anhui Medical University. In Hefei Anhui television network broadcasting on Tangerine is based. Sport. In the county of Chakyu the multipurpose stadium, Chakyu, on 30,000 places is located. Also in Hefei the football stadium Anhui Lamingguan. The national stadium of the province of Anhui, on 20,000 places is located. Famous natives. In the territory of modern Hefei state, political and military figures Fan Zheng were born. 278 BB. Bao Zheng. 999. Li Honggang. 1823. Ding Ruchang. 1836. Not Chicken. 1836. Dwayne Carey. 1865. Van Eaton. 1877. Zhang Zhishun. 1895. Wei Lehuan. 1897. Putliren. 1900. And Zhang Tsinfu. 1914. And also the physicist Yang Chenin. 1922. The chess player Zhu Yuanyuan. 1981. The jumper in water Li Nao. 1984. Also far. Write comments. Read comments. Interesting people will tell interesting stories. All of good mood and good luck.